What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity. That's right, guys. That's right. We are on the HermitCraft server, playing a little bit of Feed the Beast, having a lot of fun. Last episode, we improved our blaze spawner, which has been doing super well. We added in a whole bunch of grinders, so we have the kills with the spikes still, if the grinders don't get to kill them in time, but otherwise, the grinders, we got this nice little setup, and they are grinding and making us all the mob juice. Now we have access to be able to use this to spawn in more mobs using the auto spawner, and we have a lot of the stuff. So pretty cool. We got this all set up. Tons. I'm getting so many more blaze rods now, killing them this way. With the grinders, they do get a higher yield drop, which is pretty cool. All the sulfur, all the hearts, and this is super cool. Look at all these treasure bags. It's almost kind of cheaty. I've been saving them, wanting to go through with you guys, but this is like a weekend's worth. Let's see, uncommon treasure. Let's grab a bunch and just see what we get. Oh man, listen to that loot! And we run out of space. We're gonna have to figure out a way to automate this, but this is pretty cool, and we're getting tons and tons of Thaumcraft stuff, since these are Thaumcraft type bags, and then also a very good way to get emeralds, so super sweet. We'll have to figure out a way to automate that, but very cool. And check out back here, look at all the essence I have. Yeah, I set up a ton of drums. We really need to get to the higher level drum though, because this is starting to get obnoxious, and these are all filled to the gills. 256 buckets of essence, and then all going into a tesseract for later, so pretty neat. Let's see how our cobblestone's doing. Wow, look at that. We're up to 21 million, over 21 million. So we're about halfway there to the 8 times compressed cobble, which we need 43 million. So we're about halfway there. I think a lot of people have been telling me to upgrade this, and the only reason I've been holding off is these world interaction upgrades. They're super duper expensive. So we're going to need to, let's get all this junk out of here. We're going to need to see what we can craft up for that today. Bam, 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 bam. And uncommon, we'll stick these all in here. So let's see what we got. First, lapis. Oh, wow. And this is all from our quarry. Doing pretty good. 615 more. That is very nice. And then iron. We're almost 2,000 iron ingots, but we have over 9,000. Over 9,000 of this guy. So let's start to get this guy all processed up. I'm going to stick you into our little processing system here. I like doing it through the pulverizer just because you do get the rare chance of getting a ferrous ingot. So pretty cool. That should all get smelted up. Ooh, I must have done some glass and sands while we're gone. Concrete's made because of gravel. That's what happens as a byproduct. We get cobble. I think we get cobble and it turns into gravel, maybe? Something like that. Anyway, that's all out there. So, why don't we try and craft up a whole bunch more of these? And if I change to one of these synchronization... Okay, we need to make a lot more of these iron pickaxes. So, I gotta make 64 more of them. My goodness! So, that's a lot. And this is where having auto crafting would be a little bit nicer, which we're going to have to get to soon, but I really want to move to our new base first. Alright, so let's see how... Come on, go in. Let's see how many of these we can make now. Flam, only 3? We got to get all of our lapis done up. Alright, so let's get all these lapis out. Now, lapis, I think the best way to process lapis is going to be with our fortune pick, I think. Let's go use... So you get 9 in the pulverizer. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad, actually. Let's see how many drops we get if we do it with our fortune. So that might not be a bad thing. Let's go in here. Let's go to our tool. Let's go to inventory. Let's yank off Silk Touch. Let's plop out here. I know it's becoming nighttime, but I put another magnum torch over here. Yep, right there, so we don't really have to worry about baddies. Where did you come from? Poison 2. So if we put one down, let's see how much lapis we get from it. So we should have fortune 3. That gave us 8. Oh, wow. That one gave us like 30. Yeah, maybe we'll do it with fortune. Let's do one more. Let's see. Let's put this lapis in here and see. 20. Yeah, we're going to fortune it. That seems to be the way to do it. So let's set these all out. And we just ran out of lava. It lasted just about the whole weekend. But our quarry has not finished yet. And we're on reserve blaze rod power right now. So we're going to have to move. I heard there's a new lava world that was created with Hypno and Slipgator. So pretty neat. I don't want to stay on lava forever. But I'd like to finish at least our first quarry using lava. And then we'll switch over. So anyway, let's get this all the way up. Oh man, look at how high we are. Look, this is going to be so much. Holy crud. Let's get out our other bag that like just suckies everything. Stick that in there. Oh man, ready? Ready? Run 3 by 3. Bam! All the lapis, all the experience. You notice we're not getting experience from this. Alright, so we officially have all the lapis now. Let's see how many more we can make. Awesome, got another stack of those world interaction upgrades. Awesome, so let's add in another one of those bad boys with the other stack. And I'm curious to see what's better, if we had 2 stacks of the stack upgrades in one node, or if we had 2 separate ones with a full stack, if that's better. So that I do not know. Let's go like that. And let's look. So you can see kind of how fast this is going up. It's pretty fast. It may be too hard to tell. Let's see. Let's move this like that. Let's put this in. Wow. That still seems... Wow, it's jumping up like over 100 per time. It's crazy. So, I mean, each one you put in, that's that much more. I am going to spread it out. Let's turn this off 3 by 3. Let's knock this off there. Let's put this guy... Oh, I should be able to send him down one lower. Please pick that up. Thank you. Set that there. Knock you out. Oh, this is going to be ugly. I hate that. Alright. And this doesn't have world interactions in it yet. So let's yank some from here. Let's put this all back. Let's put in the world interactions there. And this may be the exact same thing. And I don't know that the stack at a time matters at all, or that the speed upgrades really matter much at all. But let's see what's going up now. That seems pretty fast to me. I do have to say, so we can keep on adding more if we want, but I think for now that's good. It's also good to put levers down, because these guys, when they have so many upgrades, they do start to cause issues for the server, just to keep in mind. But anyway, I think that's good. I think that's cool. Let's go grab our lava setup, because our quarry is completely off right now. All of our lava is dry, and we're running off these blaze rods right now, which is enough for our system. That's okay, but we want to move it. Alright guys, man, look at this. We pumped the crap out of this area. If we go into our mini-map, we can see. Look at that. Craziness. So we pumped out a lot. We could continue to pump in some of these larger pockets, because it doesn't look like we're in a larger pocket of lava. And that would be fine, but it's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. It's also pretty dangerous in here. So if we're going to continue doing lava pumping, let's go into the lava world. So let's grab that. Grab that. Grab you. Grab you. Awesome. We got everything? Got everything. Alright, so off to the lava world. Let's see, has anyone started to pump here? But let's see, it doesn't look like these chunks have been loaded yet. And I have my helmet on, good. But this is supposed to be deep. This is, look at that, look at that. It's basically a lava ocean. They took a world, they made it a flat world, and then they made it all ocean, but changed the water to lava. I mean, how crazy is this? It is just craziness. So let's go a little, not too far out, but a little ways out. Oh, is that where someone pumps right there? What is that? That's just a chunk here. It's crazy, bro. Alright, so I guess to like right here is fine. I guess that should be good. So let's grab out one of our angel blocks. Let's find out if this works. Oh, no, down one lower. Alright, let's set up our endothermic pump. And Fwam. Let's set up our lava Jenny. Fwam. Getting fed in. Cool. It is sucking the power out. I think that's sucking. We'll see momentarily. Let's put this guy back down. And stack upgrade. Yeah, it's pumping out. I'm going to flip that just so that it can also refill the Jenny from the top. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's grab back our angel block. We can see it's already filling up there. Very nice. Alright, got our book going back to the lava world. And this one doesn't. Does it show how to make it? No, I promised I'd show how to make it. I wanted to peek in the quarry age first, though. Just to see how our thing is doing. Y'all filled back up on lava now, guys? Y'all happy? Yeah, this is where I got some blood that was stuck in there, and it sucked. It sucked so much. Alright, that's going through. Nice. Look at how much area we got done already. That is so super sweet. I love these quarries. Now, I would like to upgrade to the next level of it, but I'm not sure if we're going to have quite the power. We have about 9... We have a little over 1,000 RF a tick, I believe, going in, because I think this means 320 RF a tick. While we have lava. So that's not horrid. Yeah, look at that. We can see right there. A little over 1,200. You know what? How much does the speed 2 do? Upgrade. 1.5. So that would be 50% more. So it would be sucking. I don't know. I don't even know if we're maxing this out to its top potential. We probably should make more lava gens. Anyway, let's just peek at how you make that lava world book over at Hypno's house. And then let's get on with projects for today. So that's just she. And I've stayed away from making too many Mystcraft worlds of my own. Normally, I think I was the one that did a lot of this between me and him. But okay, so we have ocean biome. He has single biome. What does that say? Distribution. Stone blocks, so that's making all stone blocks into lava blocks. Flat world. Boundless sky. I think that's what that did. It's actually probably just saying if there's some type of block, make it stone. If there's some type of liquid, make it lava. Boundless sky, bright lighting, which is just a visual thing. No weather, very important. Zero length, so the sun stays at zero length zenith phase, which is noon, directly above head. Normal sun, normal stars. You got to put in all the celestial bodies. Ravines, and then he does a bunch of ravines pages, and that's just to make sure that there's no weird stuff going on. So pretty cool, pretty simple, really not that tough. And I've started collecting some Mystcraft worlds, and I've been putting them, I don't have too many myself, because Hypno has just about all of them, but I'm putting it into this file cabinet. Really super cool item. This is great if you have like different types of bows or armors with different durabilities, but it also works for the Mystcraft pages, because normally these guys, they're really annoying to have in a chest, but since they all have the same exact value, 5629, they can all stay in this little one filing cabinet. And if you carry this, you can pick it up, carry it around with you, set it down, and then do the pages, set them right back in. So it's pretty neat. It's just pretty cheap storage for a lot of stuff. And let's look at the recipe. It's just iron and 3 chests from Extra Utilities mod. So pretty cool. Oh man, you know what? It's almost crazy with modded. There's so much that I want to do. It's like trying to figure out, what do I want to do first? There's only so much you can do in any one episode. It almost drives me nuts. I just want to do everything. Anyway, right now we're processing up some iron. I switched over from the pulverizer. I used to always pulverize my iron. And I was looking at the recipes, and I think it used to say 40% ferrous. I might be wrong, but I had sworn it said that. And then I had noticed it only said 10%, or no, in the pulverizer. Yeah, in the pulverizer, it's only 10%. I thought it used to say 40, but now it says 10% in the sag mill as well, plus a 5% chance of tin. So that's actually the better recipe. So I switched over to using this guy, and I got my octadic capacitor, so it's faster a while ago anyway. And then instead of pushing it into the furnace, it's almost, I think, faster and better to just put it into our draconic chest, and it will smelt up anything that we put in here if we put it on lock. So I got it smelting my iron, the ferrous, and the tin. So getting plenty there, plenty there. I want to go check on the boiler, which we set up, what, 2 episodes ago, maybe 3? And I want to switch over from the diamond chest. I don't expect that it's got all that much in there, but in either case, it's not something I want to forget about. But we forgot to go check on what all... Did I get through? What are all the stuff that we got in it? And we have such a small tree farm. It doesn't do much. It doesn't do much. But let's take a peek. So this is about, what, like a week, half a week's worth of stuff. It's not bad. A decent amount of sand, a bunch of dirt, potsol, which is kind of cool, by the way, because we're not getting dirt from our quarry right now. Red sand, pretty neat. Decaying wheat, mycelium, netherrack a little bit, a good amount of clay, which is really cool because we can use the clay for a lot of things. In either case, we have 5 things. This, 1, 2, 3, 4. In fact, we want to grab everything. We want to grab everything. Yeah, we'll just break it. Put that down there. This is now going to put out to the same chest that our quarry goes to. So pretty cool. And I meant to grab 5 things. Oh, that's cool. You can get soul sands from there. That's right, because that's how I used to do my nether star generators. Alright, so pretty neat. We're going to have to grab the sand elsewhere. Anything else fall down here? I think we're good. I think we're good. And none went in there or anything. Sweet! Whoa, whoa. Huge lag spike. I think the sounds are what do it. We should probably put some sound mufflers there. Oh, and I'm still doing my gold over here. Nice. So let's switch this up. I really wish there was a way to automate this. I tried doing it with Steve's factory manager. Didn't work, didn't work. Anyway, let's get our sand so we can make a whole bunch more crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I should just do this. Alright, nice. Got all of our seeds. We got to turn this on to turn on all the stuff over here. I got to flip this switch too. So many switches. Oh man, we got to figure out a place to live soon. Watch this. Do we have our magnetization ring on? When I back up, is it going to try and suck back to me? Do we not have a ring on? No, we do. Oh, that's cool. That must have happened in the update. It no longer tries to suck to me. Oh, that is so good. I'm really happy about that. I heard that they were going to make that change. Sweet, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. If I were to knock that out, that's awesome. Whereas this guy, if we throw out, it will suck to me. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Vasky. You are amazing to have done that. Such a good thing. So anyway, I'm going to get a bunch of those pure quartz going up. I'm going to make a whole bunch more. By the way, I will post the tutorial video on how to make this with Steve's factory manager this week. I promise. But yeah, we're going to get some more AE stuff. I want to set up a couple of minor auto crafting things that will make other things go a heck of a lot faster. Other things I want to do, I want to upgrade these to resident stuff and finally get to the speed augments. So that'll be cool. Let me see, what other things do we want to do? And we need to get some better power storage. These resonant energy cells did get upped, so that now instead of 50,000, they hold 80,000 RF, which is sweet. And they also have increased output. So check this out. It can now output up to 32 RF a tick. That's pretty neat. That's like over, I don't know, that's like 3 times. It only used to do 10. That's pretty crazy, but still not quite enough. We need to go bigger. We need more storage. I'm thinking for now, probably with Ender IO, like we did in Mod Sauce. Now, there's an even better power storage than the capacitor banks. We don't need nearly that much outputting. There's better storage than the capacitor banks, but I'm kind of holding it off. It's through Draconic Evolution. I'm kind of holding off to do that until later in the season because it seems like more of an end game thing. It's super cool. I'm so tempted to just jump to it. Nice, and they all finished. But you know, you gotta pace yourself. So anyway, I'm gonna make a whole bunch more AE stuff. Let's do some quickie auto crafting for those things, and while that's working, maybe we could start doing some magic. Oh man, so a couple hours later, let me show you some of the stuff I installed. I put in a glacial precipitator, which is pretty neat. That's basically just to make snowballs. So very neat. Needed that to get some upgrades. We can take those snowballs, throw them into a fluid transposer with redstone, and they'll get us these nice guys, these Blizz powder, which those are a requirement so that we can, yes, upgrade our machines. I made a bunch of these augments. Now, these only work on the resident level machines, so I had to upgrade all those. I'm not going to go through all the stuff you can see in the crafting recipes, but right now, these augments that I have in, they give a better secondary chance, so pretty cool. I'm using it right now to process redstone and get extra cinnabar, and look at how much cinnabar we've got. So very cool. And then over in this guy, I got a bunch of speed upgrades, which will basically just make this process that much quicker. Let's see, let's grab some cobblestone. You can see, you remember how fast it used to be. It was pretty slow. We throw that in now though, and much faster. Very cool. And once I'm done processing the redstone, almost done, I'm going to switch these back to the speed as well. So very cool. In fact, I should start transferring these over to our AE system. So very neat. Okay, so that's really the only other new thing I'm trying to think that I added in. So pretty cool. Just been processing tons of ores. So anyway, I want to get to auto crafting today. Some of the things we're going to have to get. Let's get to applied Energistics 2. Okay, so I can't remember if it's required to have a processing unit thingy going on in order to do auto crafting. I might be able to get away with doing it without. So we'll try it without first, and worst case, we'll have to make some. So we're going to have to make up some of these molecular assemblers. Pretty neat. Quartz, glass, iron, and then the formation annihilation cores and a crafting table. So nice, and we can do it. Oh, nuts! All right, here we go. ME controller. So to make this, we have to take some of that skystone that we got from the meteors. I completely forgot about that. Let's grab some. I also crafted up a ton of those. Skystone, and all we have to do, let's grab 4 stacks of it. Let's see if it burns in here. Can we do it in here? Nice! Alright, we can just do it in there. That should be all we need. Let's make a couple of controllers. Alright guys, so let's try and get this done. I made up a new crafting terminal. We'll talk about that in a minute. First things first. These molecular assemblers. A lot of people get really overwhelmed by the AE auto crafting and how everything's done. It's super simple concept. Basically, you have the assembler. It's an auto crafting table. You see, just like a crafting table, it's got to receive power from AE. But if we were to, this is a pattern terminal interface. Right here's where you set up the pattern. So let's say we take an oak log, okay? We throw that there. Right here it's telling you oak log equals 4 planks. Boom, that sets the pattern. So it sets this blank pattern. They're kind of expensive, but it sets that into there. So now if you hold shift, it shows you, okay, we've got our planks. Crafts 4 oak planks. Cool. Let's grab some oak logs. Okay. Let's hop back down here. And then in this little assembler thing, if you were to set this in there, again, hold shift, it tells you what the craft is. So then if we then pumped in with a hopper, and we threw in oak wood planks, look at that. It's crafting them all into the logs. And that's even cooler, the fact that, look at that, it's pumping it back out into there. Isn't that neat? So that's really the only concept there. And then if you take this out, it's not able to craft it. But we can set another way so that we can have more than one pattern per thing. And that's with ME interface. Now in ME interface, you can do the square version. The square version passes power and data. Or you can do the flat version, which does not send power and data. It only just interacts with it. So let me show you again what the difference is here. If we were to connect up, let's knock this one back off. If we were to connect this one up to it, like so, see, the power went back onto it. Knock that off, the power's gone. So the square ones will actually send the power as well, whereas the flat ones, if we were to set it on and then set that wire, see, the power's not being sent through. If you do it this way, you got to send a second wire over to it. Now, of course, you can have a bunch of assemblers, and I believe they, yeah, see, they pass the power to each of them. So pretty easy, pretty simple. So let's plop all this stuff back off. So we saw if you wanted to do just a single recipe, you could just take the pattern and put it in there. But if you wanted to do more than one recipe, that's why you would throw on an ME interface. So if we go bam there, this now gives us 9 slots. So we can now set that in there, and that's one of the recipes it can do. We can then do a second recipe. So we have the thing to make it into the planks. Now let's make a second recipe to do it into sticks. So then we can now put in planks and sticks, both into the same one. Isn't that neat? And then this one guy can craft up both. Now let's plop these off because we're just doing one right now for the example. So now if I go up here, the new interface that I put in, look at that. Interface terminal, and it does exactly what it sounds like. It lets you view all of your interfaces in your entire system. So this interface right here, that's what I was able to see. Now if I were to set down a second interface, I can also view that one as well. Let's put a second one in, and you can see now there's the slots for both of them. So super handy. If I take here, let's say I took the stick and moved it to there, when I went back down, we now have the stick in that one and the wood in that one. If I took the wood out here and moved it here, when we go back up, we're able to see I moved it back up there. So pretty neat. So each line is a different assembler. Awesome. So now, and this is the part where I wasn't positive if we can do this without a crafting assembly or a controller. So anyway, if I go here and I say, in fact, this will be the better way. Right here, you can sort by craftable only items. Okay, so if I say craft up 100 sticks, is this going to work? All right, now here it's not letting us craft it because it says there's not enough coprocessors or processors going on right now. But it does tell us what's available and everything in the craft. Cool. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make we're going to make some of the processor things. So apply to Energistics 2. These things, what it has to do is it has to craft up, put all the items required for the craft into one of these crafting monitor or crafting units first. And they do have a 1K. Okay, so the 1K would just be with a 1K ME drive, which we've seen before, and then one of the crafting units. So they're not cheap. They're not cheap, but they're not too expensive. So let's go ahead. Let's grab couple of them. And what's neat about these is you can either put them down separately. So these are 2 separate crafting things, but that takes up 2 channels. However, if you put them in a multi-block, now that's only taking 1 ME channel instead of 2. In fact, I should probably, just in case, set it like that. But pretty neat. So all you got to do is make like a rectangle shape with those, and you can make them as big or little as you want, and they have up to 64K. So this would be able to do one of the crafts at a time, and it's for each crafting storage unit. That's a different craft that your system can do simultaneously. So why don't we instead put this here so we can do 2 crafts at a time, I believe. You could also put a coprocessor, and that would have the single thing do multiple crafts. I don't want it to confuse you too much. So now we're going to do an ME controller right here. I don't want to confuse you guys about this, but what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to have more channels in our system. So let's set that down. Let's set down a couple of these. Each side of the controller, when I set down a wire, you can pull out a separate 32 channels out of each. If you want to, you don't have to pull all 32. You could just pull 8, which is what the normal cables do. But if we use the dense cables, we're able to pull 32 per side of the controller. Now the controller, you don't need to make a huge one. I never used the full-size one that I had last season in Mod Sauce, and I still had plenty of space. But in any case, what you'd really want to do, and we'll get more into AE type of stuff later, but you'd probably want to do a dense cable out, and then from that dense cable you can split off 4 separate of these guys going out. So that would be like 8 each, and that would get you up to 32 different channels. So that's a quickie explanation. Anyway, so off of this one thing we can split. So if I'm going to be a little bit more technical about it, again, all temporary, all temporary. It's wire. Oop. I hate that the hammer doesn't work now. Let's wire a dense cable down a little bit further, and then we're going to go. This is going to have 8 channels off of that one side of it. Okay, cool. So we have that. Let's then do another thing off of the dense one. And let's put in our 2 1K crafting storages. There we go. So we should be able to simultaneously craft up the sticks and the planks. So let's look now. Planks, we have 1 in there. So it's all off, and see it says then craft. And then if we go sticks, let's pull all the sticks out of our system too. Awesome. So now in order to get sticks, it's going to have to do both crafts. Let's do 200 sticks next, and then see, now it says there's room now, so we can do start. You can also assign it to a specific CPU, but we're going to do it like that. So start. So you can see down here it's crafting up the sticks. And was I smart enough to split these up? Yeah, I was. So it looks like it might have already finished the planks. But it's a going. Let's look in our system. And if you look there, you can see it finished everything. It made all of them. So what I say, 200? Exactly 200. Isn't that sweet? So awesome. So anyway, we're going to set up a little crafting thing. Even though I have it all down here for the explanation, we're going to set up a thing here. Now, it's neat that you can also customize this to where if you want to have a lot of assemblers so that it splits up to do a lot of the crafts quickly. So you could go on one assembler. You could set up and have, let's go up one higher. You can set up and have interfaces surrounding it. So that's 9, 9, 9, 9. And then you could even do the front, another 9, and then on the top, go like that. And you have tons, absolute ton of different things that you can craft all in that one little compact space. Or you could do it like this, where you just have one going into each. In fact, you could even, if you wanted to, you could go the opposite way and take an interface and surround it with assemblers like this, and it will actually split up the job into all the different assemblers just from the one interface. So it's got tons of different customization. It's super cool. I love it. I'm going to go ahead, get a bunch of the stuff that I want to get working on, put into the auto crafter. It just saves so much time using AE to do the crafts for you and immediately lets you know what's you're low on. So very, very cool. Let me get that set up and we'll take a peek. Oh man, time just flies when you're talking AE. I want to correct myself on one thing I made a mistake about. These crafting storage units, as far as having 2 of them, that's if you're trying to craft. If you go in, do a craft, leave, go in, do a different craft, it can craft 2 separate sessions at one time, the more that you have. But as far as right now, we only have the one. It will still be able to do both the sticks and the planks at the same time. Let's go ahead and look at that. So if I do 30 more sticks and I go start, it's still able to, as long as I have them in 2 different interfaces, simultaneously craft them. So pretty cool. Anyway, so doesn't really matter. Anyway, let's throw that there. In fact, it's probably smarter to put them together. Also, when I said the largest size is 64, I meant the largest single block is 64, but then you can make these absolutely gargantuan just putting the 64s together, touching each other. So pretty cool. Also should point out the assemblers, they do not take one of your channel data. It's completely free. The controllers also, if you're not using the max size, like all the sides of it, you probably don't want to put that many, because the amount of power that these take is just unreal. Like the amount of power that my system's now requiring just because of those controllers, it went up really high, really high. So anyway, we have our system here. It's, again, temporary, but it should make things go along a lot easier. And I promise you next episode, it was important that we talked about a lot of this AE stuff for peoples whose first time it was. I know I've done this most seasons, but this will probably be the only time that I really talk about it in depth in an episode. If I introduce something new, I will talk about it, and I think it's important. But other than that, if enough of you guys want to see me do a separate non-LP tutorial of this, I will. If enough of you guys want to see it. But anyway, that's the basics there. I'm really sorry we didn't get into magic today. I really wanted to. So I think we might start off next episode doing some magic. And hopefully try and find a place to live. So I'm still looking for biomes. Still let me know in the comments what biomes you'd like me to live in. And we'll get going on that. Hopefully, let's choose a place next episode. We got to get a new place to live, because we're getting so cramped here at spawn. The FPS is going down so low, and it's not fair to everybody else. In any case, let's take off our hat. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, please do help and support the channel by leaving a thumbs up. Help me out with any tips or tricks in the comments down below. In the down there, or if you just want to say hi. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you'll be first to watch the episodes. And as always, look at the sticks creep up. As always, peace out.